The old Cosy Coffee was very, very welcoming. Rosie always had a cheerful smile on her face. And it was always a place where you just felt you could just turn up. No matter what mood you were in, it was just a welcoming, happy little place.
Well, I used to love the old Cosy Coffee because it was cosy, but you'd come in and Rosie would be so welcoming and lovely cakes, drinks. It was just a real experience, a real positive, uplifting experience.
I didn't think it meant much to people, this little place, this little corner of the field.
So, we're starting the coffee shop. Always a dream of yours?
Yeah, it was really. I always imagined what it would be like to have a little coffee shop. And I used to go around places and think, oh, if I had a coffee shop, I'd do this, do that. And then I thought, well, why don't we just do it? So we did.
Yeah, so you worked in a kitchen shop before, didn't you?
Yes, I did, yeah.
This is so funny because I'm your son and I know this anyway, but it's for people that...
Yeah, that don't know that.
Yeah, that don't know the things. So obviously you worked in a kitchen shop, and did you had the idea when you were there, or was it something you did before?
It was something that I'd had the idea for quite a while before that, I think, but not really seriously. Just a little passing thought.
Yeah.
So, I just decided to do it.
Was it popular?
Yeah, we were up and running for a good, couple of years, and it was really popular. Lots of cyclists and walkers, and we occasionally had horse riders in, and the horses would munch the grass.
And you had... And what are their names? The one... You had them people that come every day, didn't you?
Yeah. Jean and David, they came from Stockton, and it was their lifeline, really. They loved coming, and they used to enjoy the countryside and the views, and the coffee and tea and cakes, of course.
It was nice, really, wasn't it?
It was a lovely little hub. It was a nice little thing for the community. People would meet there and just, have a catch up, chit chat, and put the world to rights. And you found out about their families, about where they were going on holiday. You became friends.
Rosie Hodgson was left shocked when vandals set the cafe on fire on the outskirts of Brafferton village near Darlington.
It was about 8:30 in the morning. Tom from next door came knocking on the door. We came down, opened the door, and just sort of said, "Do you realise that the shepherd's hut's been burnt down?" And we were like, What do you mean? And he said, "Well, it's not there anymore." So we went and ran to the bottom of the drive, had a look up, and you couldn't see it. It was totally gone, whereas you could see it before. So we went up there in the car and just found just devastation, just a big pile of nothing, a big pile of ash.
It's like a second home in some ways. It was just somewhere that we came. We always felt comfortable and welcome. It was lovely and friendly.
Because it was so early in the morning, I just kept thinking, I'm still dreaming, this isn't happening. And whose business was destroyed last week after a fire ripped through her countryside cafe. People started pulling up, taking their children to school. It was just awful, just terrible.
They described the damage done as soul-destroying.
How did you feel?
I don't know, I was just shocked. I was really, really shocked, upset. Just full of wonder of why would somebody would do that. why would they? What would be going through the minds while they were doing it? And it was all the emotions all at once. I just didn't really take it all in. It was hard to take it in because I'd left it the night before absolutely fine. You know, it was all like locked up like normal, and then it wasn't there anymore. So it was really strange.
I don't know how anyone could do that. What did you feel when Tom told you? Did you believe it straight away?
Well, yes, because I knew Tom wouldn't be making it up.
Yeah, I know, but like,
he wouldn't pop round and make it up.
Did you like?
It was unbelievable. It was a bit of a strange moment, really. I can't really describe how it was. It was just, you just couldn't understand what he was saying. But when we saw it for ourselves, we knew exactly what he was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I was at work. I started work early in the morning, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
So I'd gone out and didn't know. Ralph had already been out and didn't know.
Ralph had been past it on his bike. He'd gone to
And he had
work
no
on his
idea.
bike and he hadn't even seen it. It was quite dark.
I always look when I go past that.
yeah.
I don't know.
But he would leave quite early when it was dark. And he was riding his bike, so he'd have his head down and didn't even see it. But there was no smell. There was nothing. You know, when we went up there on the morning, the ash was cold. It had rained a bit through the night, but it was just really, really cold, like it had been done quite a long time.
And it wouldn't have took long to burn down, would it?
No, probably about 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Which is just nothing. Nobody saw it, nobody reported it, nobody has come forward with any clues as to why it happened.
Yeah, because I was at work and then Dad literally sent a photo of it in our family group chat. Wasn't it? It was like, oh, this is Mum's cafe this morning. And I was like, what the hell? And I said to Chantal, I was like, have you seen this? My mum's got... She didn't know about your cafe time. No, no one really did. Because, I don't know, it was...
Had you been there that long, maybe?
It hadn't been there too long. It was
No,
only
would you been at work?
Not a full year.
Yeah, so probably they didn't really know.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and for some reason I stayed at work. I don't really know why. But I was thinking, like, what could I do to kind of basically raise awareness or let people know about it? Because you obviously put your post on Facebook, but you hadn't responded to any of my texts. You haven't responded to anyone's texts?
No, because I was getting so many and everybody was really shocked and sad. It was just unbelievable. The messages that were just pouring in once I put that Facebook post on were just unbelievable. It was really hard reading them because everybody had... they hadn't just put one little line or a sad face, or they'd actually taken time to write chunks.
Full on messages.
And that's when I realised what it meant to people. That it wasn't just...
Yeah, because I bet you wouldn't have...
Just a little place in a corner of a field. I realised then that it meant an awful lot more to people than I ever thought it would do.
The reactions were crazy. How many people did your post reach?
Oh, into the hundreds of thousands.
That's crazy.
I know, I can't remember exactly off the top.
I remember I went to like Durham and things like that, and people said to me, they were like, oh, it was your mum's cafe that burned down, wasn't it? I seen you on the news and stuff.
Rosie Hodgson and her son Jack still can't believe what's happened to the family business.
I feel absolutely devastated. I can't describe how I feel. There aren't any words to put into, to say how I feel. I can't believe anybody could do this. What must have been going through their minds? It's just, it's soul destroying.
My dad spent months building it or whatever. Mum spent 2 years working there. It was like practically a life.
Loads of people asked me about it and like that you wouldn't have even known.
Yeah. Well, people messaged me that I didn't even know. It was just unbelievable. And that was a bit surreal. That was a bit strange because it was just part of the whole what's going on experience feeling.
Yeah.
You know, all these people are responding to my little business, and it was just incredible.
Yeah, it was. And because I was thinking when I was at work, I was like, what am I going to do when I get home? Like, what could I contribute to it? So obviously I made the video, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, that was really good.
Alright guys, so I don't usually post about anything like negativity related, but this is quite important to me and my family. A lot of you might have visited or heard of or not even known about it all, my mum's coffee shop called Cozy Coffee.
And that got like 3,000 views that night.
And so many people shared it as well.
Well, last night we all woke up to see that some arsonists had come in the night and just burned the whole place down. You saw what it looked like before, this is what it looks like now.
yeah, everyone was sharing it, and obviously James Rent and our friends, they played a huge part, because obviously James set up the GoFundMe page.
They played a massive part.
But also, my good friends have kindly set up a GoFundMe page to try and raise money for the new Cozy Coffee. I'll leave that in the description below, but any donations or even a share if you don't fancy donating would be massively appreciated.
I can't believe it. Wouldn't have even considered any fundraising. I just thought, oh well, that's it then. What do we do now? But it was the kindness of the friends that set it up, and then the donations came, and that again was unbelievable. It was all a bit unbelievable, really.
We should probably go speak to James Rent, you know.
That would be good, yeah, if he would.
We just arrived in Manchester. Hello, James. Hello, Jessica. How are you?
Hi.
I'm filming, by the way. And this is the Team 10 Manchester, by the way.
Yeah, like bit Paul, like here.
Nice work. I wanted you to be in it. I feel like you deserved it, because obviously you set up the GoFundMe page, you shared that about, updated the posts on it, like when I made my videos for it, you put them on there straight away and things. You contacted all the news channels, didn't you? Did you?
Yeah.
Did you contact the radio as well?
Yeah, I got in contact with I think it was BBC, the BBC, ITV TNTs, the Northern Echo, and the Newton News, I think, were the main ones that I got in contact with.
Yeah, so, like, why did you do that? Like, obviously,
yeah.
Not that it was a bad thing, it was a really good thing, but, like, no one told you to, you didn't have to or anything, like, how did you feel about it? What made you want to do that?
I think it was... Hello.
Hi, Jess.
Well, to be honest, I think it was just like the first thing I wanted to do. I mean, I've known you and your family for a while now, and I think it was just something that like it felt like needed to be done. I think it wasn't just myself; there was a group of us that kind of just thought, you know, Rosie's given so much to us, we need to like be behind her at this time, because I can't imagine what it was like for her. So to be honest, the first thing we wanted to do was just do whatever we could to get involved, and it was like initially it was kind of like a small thing of like, what can us guys like put together, maybe we can put a few £100s together, and then it kind of built into this kind of community movement where all these people were getting involved in it, and we were kind of sat there refreshing the page, and every time we did, the number just jumped and jumped and jumped, just got higher and higher, and it was just it was amazing to be involved in, and it was like really like heartwarming for us, and I'm sure it meant a lot to Rosie. Well, I hope it did. Well, I'm sure it did.
No, it massively did. It massively did.
So it was like I don't know, it was kind of something that started out as just us getting something together. We didn't really expect it to get any real traction like it did, and then suddenly it was kind of just like this. Everybody was talking about it. It was all over social media, and it was just. And I personally felt like people need to hear about this, so I was like, we need to call like radio, we need to call newspapers. People need to know about this, and then I think that helped push the fundraising even further.
Yeah, it did. It massively boosted it. It's because obviously, I know I'm just interviewing you, and all the other guys were great as well. Like, they helped out. I've just come to you because you created it and wrote the post for it.
Yeah.
But everyone else, like, they shared it loads. They wrote the massive post about it and everything. Like, it got like so much coverage. So the GoFundMe page, what was the first target, the price target?
Off the top of my head, I think it was only a few £100s. I think we maybe thought maybe we could get up to £1,000 if things went really, really well. And that was kind of like an unrealistic target. Like, we thought, oh, we'll put it there in case, like, you know, people want to keep going. And then suddenly, I think it was less than 24 hours, we hit this landmark like we didn't think was possible. Yeah. And then suddenly, right, how much further can this go? And then suddenly it was 2,500, and then it was 4,000, and it just we didn't expect it to get where it did. It was just it's unbelievable, isn't it? What was it? It was 4,500 something, wasn't it? Yeah, something along those lines.
Something about that, and that's mental because not all there was people donating to it.
Yeah.
That my mum didn't even know. She like never even heard of these people. Just some people that I went to college with, whatever. I don't know. There was just all these names, and people were donating massive amounts. Can you remember what the biggest amount was?
It was in the hundreds. 100%. That was the crazy bit, because I think at first, like, it was just people we knew, and it was just our kind of like local group of friends. And then there was names that like just people were even donating anonymously, and like there was people we didn't recognise, and there was these big sums coming through that we didn't anticipate really. It was mad really.
Obviously, when you first made it, people could think, oh, these kids have made that. Like, people could have made their own one, but like everyone just wanted to support the one you made.
Yeah.
And obviously, you did the articles thing. You wanted everyone to know what was going on. You wanted everyone to be updated, and that's kind of like, that involves what you do as an occupation, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think personally that was before I did that. I was kind of stuck in where I want to go with my career. And then the moment that took off, I realised I really want to do something like this as a career. It was a big boost for me personally. The initial target, like the reason we did it, wasn't anything to do with that. And then the more I got involved with it, I wanted to do this more. So I've actually built a career out of it since. But this whole, I think in terms of Facebook shares, we got 1,000 and something. So it was just like, once a few people had shared it, it suddenly got this traction with everybody across all these different pages. And suddenly it was just this one unified movement of everybody getting behind this fundraising page and doing whatever we could.
It was like the snowball effect, really. But I'm so glad that you kind of like found what you wanted to do from helping someone else. Because when you obviously made it, you didn't think in any way how it could benefit you.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have thought that at all. And this just shows how much like a good person you are. And I actually respect you massively for that. Like, we didn't try and, I don't know, my mum didn't want any money or anything. She didn't share the GoFundMe page. She didn't like ask for it to be created. She didn't want any of that. But like, you just did it, and then it all came in. So I don't know, I'm really grateful for that. I massively appreciate it.
It wasn't anything that I like. I think it was something that we all wanted to do. Our friendship group.
Yeah.
Shout out to Circle TV. It was something we all like wanted to do, and as soon as somebody snowballed the idea, it was just like we all just like, yeah, let's just go ahead and do it. I mean, it wasn't anything to do with me wanting to get any personal gain out of it. It wasn't anything any of us wanted to get personal gain out of it. And I think it was just something that shows that like if you put yourself into something, you never know what's going to come out of it. If you do things for other people, you never know what could come out of that. I mean, act selflessly and things would be like, we'll look out for you. Whatever you put in, you'll get out.
That's exactly true. It burnt down the 29th of September.
Yeah.
Correct. And obviously a lot of people didn't say anything for a long time, and then you obviously came out and put on Facebook that you were one week you were launching a pop-up store. Yeah,
that was about April time. We had a window of 3 really nice sunny days, and we were developing the next Cozy Coffee, and I wanted to raise awareness to people and maybe get people coming back a little bit and refresh people's memory of where we are and who we are and what we're about. So I looked at the weather, realised it was going to be 3 very, very nice days, and decided to have a pop-up cafe.
And how did it go?
It was really fun. It was really, really fun. And we made cakes and generally just had a table, a gazebo, some nice flowers around, and invited, well, not really invited, but people came for just coffee and cake. That was really all it was, and it was so nice to see these people again.
Did a lot of people come along?
And the full 3 days were really busy. It was really good. It was just very simple and basic, and
obviously, and you couldn't even promise anywhere to sit. Like, they all brought rugs and things, didn't they?
They brought blankets. We'd obviously got the benches up there that we had, and people brought benches and picnic chairs, and just gathered there. Really, it was lovely.
It was. I don't know. A lot of people did it just to show support. I think, didn't they? Like, they wouldn't have necessarily done it for maybe not the food was obviously that's the reason they go, but like they want to do it to say. Yeah, we want a new Cozy Coffee.
Yeah, I did get that feeling very much so.
I wouldn't have expected that.
And it was just really good fun.
Yeah,
it was a nice 3 days. The weather was lovely. People arrived and they chatted and socialised with each other and met other people there. It was really nice.
So obviously, I remember when you told me about it, and I was thinking, I hope you don't give up on this. And I was thinking, I was going to be annoyed if I went back and you were like, well, why would you do it again? Someone will just burn it down again or whatever. But obviously, you're happy to announce that there is a new Cozy Coffee.
Yeah, we did rebuild. We weren't going to let it beat us. And also with the support and the generosity of people, it drove us on to do it. Yeah,
and obviously
definitely.
the funding as well, that would have helped
funding,
out a lot.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously for mums and stuff when it was being built, I bet a lot of people had different ideas, different contributions. What were people saying on the upcoming to the new Cozy Coffee? Were they asking a lot about what had happened? So did you have a lot of people ask you whether you found out who did it? Because a lot of people ask me that.
Yeah, I'm still getting people asking me that now. Just yesterday somebody asked me, do we know who did it? And we don't. So
that's the one thing we don't know.
We don't know that at all.
But it wasn't even explored too much either, was it?
No, it wasn't.
There was no evidence, but then there was no search for evidence.
No, though it was just, that was it really. So.
Which is a bit weird, isn't it?
No, it was a bit of a shame, yeah, that we couldn't delve further into it.
Do you think you'll ever find out?
No, I don't think we ever will.
Do you think anyone will ever come clean?
No. Well...
I wouldn't if it was me. I generally wouldn't if it was me.
It was me neither.
Well, someone out there knows.
Yeah, someone out there knows who it was and has to live with it, sleep with it, have it on their conscience.
I don't think they would have expected it to be as big thing as it was made when it was happening.
Somebody realises how much it destroyed, not just us as a family, but also the local community.
It played a huge impact.
It destroyed a lot.
They would have had to sit and watch it on the news. Hear it on the radio. It was on multiple news articles. It was all over social media and things, and they would have had to. They've probably seen that keep popping up and thinking, "Oh, that was me."
And people came. People still had to travel past it. People still stopped to look at the wreckage, and lots just really unbelievable.
Mhm.
Business was destroyed last week after a fire ripped through her countryside cafe, has thanked the hundreds of people who've come together to help her get back on her feet.
Caffeine, small talk, weighing up the plastic weather. Discussing crowded movements. I'll take my time. I'm not the forward thinker. You read my mind. Better to leave it unsaid. Why can't I leave it unsaid? You know I talk too much. Honey, come put your lips on mine and shut me up. We can blame it on human nature. Stay cool, it's just a kiss. So why you gotta be so talkative? I talk too much. We talk too much.
So the opening day, how was it?
Oh, the opening day was great. It was a lovely sunny day. We worked really hard to get the bus up and running. We didn't sort of do it as a up and running cafe that day, but it was open for people to come and have a look. We put a public thingy out on Facebook, invitation for anybody. We didn't want to sort of personally invite people because we were so grateful to everybody for contributing. So we wanted to give everyone the opportunity to come and see what we'd achieved and what we'd done. And I thought we'd done a pretty good job.
Yeah, it was a pretty good job. I bought so many hot dogs. I think I had to buy like over 200 hot dogs.
You did?
Easily.
Because we'd underestimated.
No, you underestimated.
I underestimated.
I literally told you, make a Facebook group and make it public and let anyone come and we'll just see what happens. And I said to you, you said to me actually, how many hot dogs do I need to buy? I said 200. And how many did you buy?
I think I only bought about 70.
I don't even think it was 70. And I was just like, what have you done?
And I thought I'd overbought there. So we had the little, we had the gazebos up, and we had served hot dogs, and what else did we? Ice creams.
Ice creams, yeah.
Tea, coffee. We had a couple of trays of scones that people could have. It was a really,
and there was
really
a good
event.
Few hundred people there as well, wasn't there?
There was a great atmosphere. Yeah, we just really had a good day.
It was a really good day. And obviously it's been up and running since, correct?
Yeah, it's been really good. We've had a fabulous summer. We've had customers come in, old customers, new customers, and they're still continuing to come. So that's really, really good.
And obviously you got Sam helping you quite a bit now as well. So
yes, Sam.
You've got a bit of a team.
Yeah, we've got a little team going now, and we've got a new lady, Anne, who's going to be popping in every now and then as well. So,
oh really?
Yes.
I didn't actually know that.
Yeah, and we had Caitlin a little bit over the summer,
Yeah.
so we're doing it.
Is Anne going to be put on the board?
Anne's going to be on the board. Yeah, she'll have to be on the board.
Good, I like that board.
So yeah, it's nice, that board, but yeah, I'm really pleased with the way it's going. The bus is working well, the kitchen's fabulous, much bigger than the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody seems to be coming, and it's still the little hub that it always used to be. It's friendly, it's cosy. It's what it is. It is cozy coffee. It's a place where people can come and chat and socialise.
Is it a lot more popular now?
It is actually, yeah.
Have you had many people come in over the last few months and say, "Oh, I didn't know about this before, but I know about it because of what happened"?
Yes.
Do you have people that...
Just last weekend we had a nice couple that came that had been following the story on the news and on Facebook. They had donated, very kindly donated, but they hadn't ever been. It was their first time. So that was a nice example.
So they supported it from then and then.
A nice example of how generous people have actually been, and how grateful we are. So that was great that they came.
It's been really nice. Yeah, we'd like to say thank you to everyone.
I've got a massive thank you to say, because without all these people we could never have set up again. It just wouldn't have happened.
Oh, so you said thank you a million times on Facebook.
I've said thank you lots of times, but I do. We all mean it, don't we, Jack?
And you can't thank everyone personally. We do.
We can't thank everyone personally, but yeah, we're extremely grateful.
Oh, I'm just happy that you got it up and running.
Yeah, so am I. Thank you, and let's hope it continues to do well.
And I'm sure it will. I'm glad this is a happy ending.
Yeah.
Oh,
thanks, Jack.
Thanks, Mum.
Thank you.
We're here. Can I have cake, please?
Yeah. What do you want?
What is that?
There's chocolate cake. Would you like some chocolate marshmallow cake?
Yes, please.
Right. Okay, I'll warm it up.
Are you gonna go get it?
Yeah. Had loads of cyclists in today, Jack.
Oh yeah, how many?
About 2 groups of maybe 8 or 9.
Really? Have you been busy then?
Yeah, it's been really good. It goes nice and squishy, this one, in the microwave.
Does it?
That's alright? How's your milkshake, Fiona?
Good, thank you. It tastes normal even though you did it different.
Very nice.
Which was very nice. There you go, Jack.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Cheers.
That looks good.
Oh, the marshmallows have melted. That looks really nice.
Don't they look good?
Smile.